And we are live, guys. Welcome to another live stream from the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. Today, I'm going to blow you away with another video about why the 80-hour work week will radically change your life forever. If you've never done this, it is time, because the 80-hour work week will give you everything in life that you desire. It will solve all of your problems, and eventually it will solve millions of people's problems and give you the masculinity and the power that you desire and deserve in the future if you do the 80-hour work week. Let's first start out with the question of, do you want everything in life that you desire? Okay, because I know that who you are right now will not give you everything in life that you desire. Right? You think that you want those like, even if you say that, I just want to chill, I don't want to do much, I want to focus on having fun and whatever. Bro, everything in life that you desire requires work. It requires you becoming someone else than who you are. Because who you are right now sucks. Right now you suck. Let's face it. That's just how it is. If you love your life, okay, you literally love every single aspect of it. You wake up every single day grateful with like a passion for this fantastic life that you've been given. Okay, then maybe you don't need my channel, okay? But if you're like, man, I wish I could improve in this area, in this area, in this area, bro, this channel's for you. Because think about it this way. You have your life right now, and your life is right now because of who you are. That's it. So if you want to have a different type of life or lifestyle, then you will be a different person. Does that make sense? You won't be the same person you are as when you started out, when you're successful, right? Because when you started out, you sucked. You are not someone that you wanted to be in the future. Does that make sense? Like every single year, I evolve. I've become better. I basically look back and I'm like, man, how stupid was I? Because that's how life is, right? We learn from our bad judgment. We develop experience. Experience gives us good judgment, and good judgment eventually creates success. So you gotta understand that if you want something different for your life, that means that you've gotta leave your old life behind. What is your old life? Your old life behind is the life you're living right now. Meaning, your thoughts gotta go. Your thoughts suck if your life sucks, right? So your thoughts have to be completely rewired, and you've got to stop thinking the thoughts that you're having right now and replace them with better thoughts. Does that make sense? So scrap all your beliefs and start again, because, hey, that's just facts. Do you want those emotions you have right now? Okay, well then we got to get rid of those emotions by replacing them with better emotions. We've got to change who you are today and make you literally into a new persona. You will be different, but that person that is different will be a better version of you, right? Not only that, your behaviors suck if your life sucks. So we've got to remove that and move on to better behaviors. In the same way, I'm going to say it, you have to let go of your old life when it comes to the people you're spending time with. Birds of a feather flock together. You are the average person of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. That is very, very hard to know and to realize, because understand that if you will change, if you're going to be successful in the future, you literally have to replace the people in your life with better ones. This is the exact same thing. You want to change your life, then you've got to literally change out the people that are in your life right now to better people. Literally. which means that your friends that you have right now, they either have to come with you or they've got to go. Bye-bye. Not spending time with you anymore. You don't have to say that to them, but you've got to internalize that this is a necessary part of the success journey. Completely necessary. You're not going to have the same friends. Do you still have the same friends from high school? Oh my gosh. How is that going to help you in the long run unless they're extremely ambitious like you and are like, man, let's go, let's go, let's go. And they're go-getters just like you are. Then it's a different story. You guys can maybe create something out of that. But if they're all like, I enjoy my job and, what are you doing this weekend and all that stuff? Bro, you're not going to go anywhere if you keep hanging around with them, right? Same thing with your family. How much time do you spend with your family? Most family members suck. And they suck more than you do. And when you tell them about SR or show them this channel or tell them about principles of success, they're like, no, what are you talking about, man? You're not going anywhere. You're going to be stuck just like us and blah, blah, blah. Just settle down, bro. Chill. Take a chill pill. Then you've got to be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't spend as much time with my family as I thought was necessary. Family is forever. Well, some family members gotta go because they're not gonna help you move towards success. And in the future, when you are successful, they're gonna come for you for money. They're gonna ask you for money and be like, bro, can you help me out? I'm poor. I don't have, you're so lucky and you got the success and all that stuff. It's because you left them behind, right? So, and at that time, of course, you help them out because they're family, but you got to understand that if you want to change who you are, well, if you want to change your life, you got to change who you are. And if you're going to change who you are, you got to change your environment completely. I'm talking about the 80-hour work week. Hold on for a second. You want to change your old life? You want to change who you are right now? Well, guess what? You got to let go of PMO, right? You got to let go of addictions. You got to let go of every single part of you right now, and we're going to now change you from the person you are today and make you into a different person who is a better version of yourself with different friends, with limited family time in terms of limited, like the family members who don't think like you or who don't think like success and don't want to go in that direction, okay? You want people around you that are like-minded, who want to solve problems instead of just talking about problems, right? You want the right people around you. You want to succeed with semen retention. You want to have no addictions in your life, meaning complete and utter freedom. You want to control your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors. You want to have a fantastic life. Let's leave your old life and habits behind. The best way to change is the 80-hour work week. And I'll tell you right now why. First of all, the 80-hour work week, what does that consist of? In the beginning, starting a business is not going to help you get anywhere, okay? Starting a business, maybe if you've got a coach, you can start a business and begin to tinker a little bit, but you're going to suck at it because you've never done it before, most probably, right? So in the beginning, you don't start a business, you get a job. And then once you've gotten a job, you get a second job. When you've gotten a second job, you get a third job. And then once you have a third job, that's when you begin to think maybe now is time to start a business. As long as those jobs are giving you pretty much 70 to 80 hour work weeks, okay? Why do you want that? Why do you want to work for someone else? That's not what I want to do, Joseph. I want to be rich. I don't want to exchange time for money. What are you doing to me? I'm doing the thing that will radically change your life. Because understand that we are human beings in terms of masculinity is prioritization. And the way the prioritization works is that you prioritize the things that are in alignment with your vision and your self-worth, right? That's what you prioritize. Well, guess what? The more you work a job working for someone else who is your boss, and very often the worse the boss is, what's going to happen to you? You're going to hate working that job with a passion. You're going to be screaming inside, this is not me. I hate this job. I hate being in this position. I'm basically being told what to do on a daily basis. I have to wear that stupid caps when I'm doing my delivery route or whatever it is. And like you hate it so much, which is a great thing. Why is that a fantastic thing? It's because you never, ever, ever want to be in this situation again. You want to stop wasting your time, right? The faster you realize this, the better your life is going to be. Because right now, you're comfortable. When you're not doing 50, 60, 70, 80-hour work weeks, you're comfortable. It's like, I have so much free time, I got my job, and my job gives me income. Maybe I don't even have a job, I got welfare. Hey, I'm living the life. $600 a week from Trump, fantastic. And basically you have maybe time, and then you've got some money, and then you're chilling. You're like hanging out with buddies and, going to party in the weekend, maybe sometimes, whatever it is. Mediocrity. It's not gonna get you what you want out of life. It's not. You're gonna remain the same person and you're gonna be a complainer just like everyone else around you. Nothing is going to change. If you begin to work the 80-hour work week, however, everything changes. Why? Because now you're wasting your time. Now you're literally realizing that you're wasting your time. Because before, you were actually okay. You were enjoying your life. It was okay. Now, working 80-hour work weeks, you're like, my life is being drained from me. I'm literally dying here, and I'm gonna die eventually, and then what was my life about? What is this? There's no purpose to life if I'm gonna be stuck in this job. Exactly. That's what the 80-hour work week does for you. It helps you to realize how much you're wasting your time. You're wasting your life working those 80-hour work weeks. Guess what? When you were not working the 80-hour work weeks, you were wasting your life even more because you were believing that it was okay to just work out, the amount of hours that you were working and pay your bills a little bit and just enjoy life. No, it doesn't work like that. 80-hour work week helps you to begin to see the bigger picture for your life. You begin to increase in self-worth. Why? Because scarcity creates value, right? I'm talking about this now as Bitcoin is shooting through the roof, moving towards 13.8K. Man, I'm fired up about that. But you gotta understand that scarcity creates value, which means the less there is of you, the more valuable you become. When people are gonna begin to ask you to do stuff for them, you're doing 80-hour work weeks, people are coming around saying, hey, can you do this for me? No. Hey, can you do this for me? No, I can't. Hey, can you do this? Nope, I can't. Bro, I gotta go to work. Your value increases. When you're at work and they want you to do something, right? Or basically you've applied for 50 jobs and you have 5 of them that want you to work for them. You can be like, you know what? I think we need to increase the salary a little bit because you're the one with the options, not the guy in the desk in front of you. You're the one asking them questions whether that job fits your life or not. You get a completely different mindset because you only have limited amount of time and everyone wants your time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your self-value, your self-worth is dramatically increasing. When people are coming for you to solve their problems, it's a completely different ball game, isn't it? These are some of the things that also happen. Okay. Time and money, man. You never ever want to go back to exchanging time for money. You want to get to the point where you are exchanging your information, your knowledge, your effort, but you want to have infinite return. You do something once, and then you basically have replaced yourself with the system so that you are now not involved anymore, but the system, whether that's people or whether that's computers or whether that's whatever it is, the system runs on its own and produces cash flow to you on a continual basis, right? You want to get to that aspect of life, because once you do, this is not just so that you can be on the beaches for the rest of your life. That's ridiculous. I'm talking about you creating a business or creating systems that work with or without you, and then you replace yourself, and now you move on to creating another project while this income keeps coming. Amazing. And then you build another project, and then that income comes to you as well. And then you keep building projects. This is how you solve all of the world's problems eventually. Creating systems that does not require your presence. I want you to understand that game, not the game of exchanging time for money, because that's wasting away your life. That's small, puny thinking that you just help maybe 20 people a day and then you're good and you just keep doing that for the rest of your life. No, we want to help millions of people as fast as possible. But the only way to do that is for you to become a leader. The only way for you to become a leader is to recognize that you have massive value and that you are required in the elevated areas of life. Does that make sense? Only the 80-hour work week can do that for you. You sit with 40 hours a week, you're never gonna get there, right? See what else I said. Okay, you're learning discipline. When you work 80-hour work weeks, you're learning discipline. You've never done this before, I can promise you that. Most of you haven't. When you're doing 80-hour work weeks, what ends up happening? Man, I really don't feel like waking up. I've got one of my clients is waking up 4 o'clock every single day, every single day, every single day. That takes discipline, but do you know what takes even more discipline? Going to bed at 8 o'clock at night. And he has to text me and say, man, I'm going to bed, good night. And I'm like, yes, this is what I'm talking about, because he's doing it. Discipline. Just like I said in my last video, if you want to stop doing some things that you feel like doing, like for example PMO, you've got to massively move in the direction of doing things that you want to do but you don't feel like doing. Those are the things that you need to do again and again and again so that you become disciplined. Because if you're disciplined, then you won't listen to your emotions when your emotions want you to do crap. You'll actually have control over your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Discipline. And then when discipline becomes a habit, and then habit makes it into your life, the possibilities are endless, because this is what you do. It's on automatic. You know how I talked, like I just mentioned the aspect of passive income, you know, creating a project and then it goes on its own, and then creating another project and then it goes on its own. Guess what? Your brain works the exact same way. You want your habits to work on their own. That's what they're built for. Once you do an action and then you do it repeatedly every single day, guess what? It's on automatic now. You don't have to think about it ever again as long as you keep doing the habit, right? And it doesn't take a lot of energy and effort, so that you can use that effort and energy in other areas of life for harder and more tougher decisions, right? You want your brain to be on automatic. And when you do an 80-hour work week, eventually your brain becomes automatically driven and wired to an 80-hour work week. What else? Okay, you find your passion quicker, right? When you're doing 80-hour work week, the entire day, you're just like, man, I'm working, I hate this place. But that's good, because then you begin to think, man, what else can I do? I gotta think of something. You're doing your work, but you're also thinking, man, I'm so excited because doing this is gonna help me to figure out what I want to do with my life. When you're doing the 40-hour work week, guess what? You never figure out what your passion is. I'm not sure what I want to do with my life. 80-hour work week, you'll figure it out very quickly. Trust me. What else? Let's see. Okay, when you do the 80-hour work week, you're going to have a lot of problems enter into your life. Problems like, for example, a lack of sleep. Man, I struggle to go to sleep on time and wake up on time. Okay, that's going to be a problem, but guess what? You need to figure that out. If you just started a business, instead of getting the 80-hour work week with jobs, then you probably would have disappointed customers. You probably would lose your reputation. You probably would waste your money because maybe you've invested some money into building a business of some sort. And if you don't have the discipline to follow through there with your promises, then you're gonna lose out on that. It's better to do this in a full-time job or in the 80-hour work week. And figure out your problems before that, right? And you'll find out that, oh my gosh, I can't have a girlfriend. This is like, she's literally sucking my energy so that I can't focus on my 80-hour work week. Okay, good. Maybe we should get rid of some problems. I'm not saying break up with your girlfriend. I'm saying in terms of if you're casually meeting women and going on dates, stop it. Be voluntary celibate for a time, so that you can get your 80-hour work week right and get the money and financial foundation set up. Other problems that come up is maybe your eating habits. Maybe your eating habits suck. Another aspect is maybe you're overweight and you're just like, man, it's really difficult to have the energy and to keep up the 80-hour work week. Perfect. Maybe you need the habit of exercise because exercise helps you to get the energy in order for you to do the 80-hour work week. Does that make sense? All these problems that are happening in your life, the moment you start working towards 80-hour work weeks, you will begin now to fix every single other aspect of your life so that once you do have a business, you don't have any more problems. You've taken care of them because you had to, because you were doing 80-hour work weeks. Does that make sense? Let's see. You want something done, give it to someone that doesn't have time. The more you work, the less time you have, the more people are going to ask you to do stuff. The more you say no, the more your value increases, which means that the more people are like, you got to say yes sometimes, obviously, right? But you say yes to the things that need to be prioritized in order for you to accomplish your goals. But when you are focused on a goal, then people that are around that goal and want to help you to achieve that goal, they're gonna only want to work with you because you get things done, because you never have time, and that's why you manage to squeeze things in, because you get good at squeezing things in when you don't have time. Make sense? You're radically changing your life here because you're no longer focusing on the small, minute problems that you have that have no significance for anyone's life anywhere, pretty much. Only a few key people in your life that are going to stab you in the back eventually anyway, if you stick around long enough in that environment. Or you can do the 80-hour work week and begin to work towards bigger problems, okay? Which is basically where we all want to go. And also, no time for girlfriends, no time for addictions, no time for partying, no time for the good life. Who freaking cares about the good life? It's mediocrity. Don't do what everyone else is doing. Because if you do what everyone else does right now, you'll get what they've got. Right? Look at your boss and his boss and his boss. And see what kind of lifestyle they have. If they have lousy health, divorces, and like sucky relationships with their kids, why would you want that lifestyle, right? Look at the people that have gone ahead before you and see what they've done, and then, do I want their lifestyle? Okay, follow them, right? Oh, the other aspect, friends and family, I already spoke about that. If you're doing 80-hour work week, friends who don't do 80-hour work weeks will naturally disappear out of your life. Sorry, I can't. I gotta go to work. Sorry, bro, I can't. Man, rate check? I gotta go to work. And they're like, bro, this dude, man, whatever. Man, screw him. And then you manage to move on without any issues. Beautiful, right? And same thing with family, to be honest. Let's see. You know the coolest part though? 80-hour work week, it helps you to get out of your house. It's fantastic. Why? Because the moment you get out of your house and you never ever spend time in your house, you're gonna succeed with semen retention. Beautiful, isn't it? 80-hour work week, the ultimate solution for mastering SR. That's what it is. Everyone's trying these fancy things. Cold shower, man. I need to, make sure I turn off my phone right before I go to bed, and all those itty bitty small things, or using like this, feature that makes it so that I can't look at nudity, on my phone or whatever, softwares, blah, 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 blah. All these small, intricate, different little things that people do in order for them to stop PMOing. But they only needed the 80-hour work week. It's hilarious. But it's so simple. And so few people do it because it's hard. It requires a man. It requires mental fortitude to get it done. But once you do it, your life will radically change forever. Man. And then the last part, which has nothing to do with anything, but it's also kind of nice, is the pocket change. This pocket change that you get for working 80 hours, right? You're making 10 euros an hour or whatever it is that you're making. That's 800 euros per week. Awesome. This actually comes in handy to pay your bills. It also comes in handy to build up your financial foundation. It comes in handy to invest in Bitcoin. It comes in handy for a lot of things to prepare for the financial collapse that's impending, right? And why not, right? I'm just saying the 80-hour work week puts you on the right track for building massive, huge businesses in the future. And understand that these 80 hours are hopefully they're going to last forever. That's the one thing I wish I could do more of, like the 80 hours. But I got a wife, I got 3 kids. That's the one thing that's stopping me. It's an excuse, but I work pretty much all day, every day, just so that you know. I'm still with them. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But I'm saying, guys, get converted to the 80-hour work week. Because the moment you do, life will change for you forever. And we're talking about maybe, if you've got a coach, we're talking 18 months. 18 months! And you will have replaced all of those jobs with your business. And you'll have time and money freedom to build your business. You maybe don't have a lot of money, but you've got the time now, and you've got the discipline now, and you've got the 80-hour work ethic now to actually build a successful business. 18 months, I say, if you have a coach, hire me, bro. If you don't have a coach, it could take 3 years, or maybe 4 years, or 5 years, depending upon who you are and where you start. All of you, no matter who you are, it will take you 18 months if you've got a coach to get it done. And also, once you're out, once you have the work ethic, once you have the business, once you got everything set up, guess what? It takes you now probably less than 2.5 years to have gotten 100K in US dollars before the hyperinflation. Amazing. Now 3 in love becomes a possibility. Do you understand how all this works? I'm not talking about 80-hour work week in a job that you hate with bosses that you don't like around people that suck for more than, I'm not talking about that for 20 years. I'm not talking about that for 10 years. I'm not talking even for 5 years. Hire a coach. The moment you actually work 80 hours, you actually can afford a coach too. And I'll help you to get out of those jobs ASAP. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Let's go through the comments real quick. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Will it solve urge to relapse? If so, I'm on it ASAP. Absolutely. It solves it completely. How many hours a day is an 80-hour work week? Well, it's basically 13 hours a day if you do 6 days a week. And if you are like a big, I got to take 1 day off. If you're not a one day take off type person, then it's basically 11.5 to 12 hours a day. But it's going to depend on the logistics of your different jobs. Let's see. Scarcity. Good one. Amazing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Make sure you sign up to patreon.com/menofhighvalue for less than $1 a day. You get all of these videos because I take them offline immediately after I'm live. And also, Make sure you subscribe and like as well, and share these videos with your friends. Because the moment you share these videos with your friends, you find out if they're going to join you for the long run or if they're going to make fun of you. And if they make fun of you, you know who to spend less time with. See you in the next one.